My two little cousins, they gone. They was talented. Both of them was talented.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? And the sad thing about it is before they lives was taken, or one took his life, they both was just like, man, I need to come spend the weekend with you, man. I need to get in the studio. And I'm like, I'm here. Let me know when you coming.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? And when they let me know when you coming, it turned around, 24 hours later, they gone.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a bittersweet thing for me, because it's like when I look at it and I look at all my cousins, and I think like I'm supposed to have my little old unit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was supposed to have my little old squad, and we were supposed to be making noise, and but man, sometimes when people, go their own way and not confident in their own dreams, and don't wanna put other things to the side and put it all on the line for this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like the book say, man, you can't serve two masters. You can't. It's hard to serve the streets and give it all in the studio.
Yeah. It's either gonna be one or the other.
It's either gonna be one or the other. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in doing something halfway. That's how them boys get caught slipping.
Yeah. We either gonna do it or we ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
damn. That's crazy, bro.
That's pretty much, man, on that dream. But man, I seen my daughter back there. She was singing, doing her little thing or whatever, and I'm like, man, I gotta get back to running for one. I gotta get back to whether if it's just jogging up my street, and I gotta pick that mic up again, man.
It's funny how we get inspiration from the damnedest places, huh, man? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, man.
Just your daughter just picking it up and freestyling herself. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing,
pretty much.
Lit that fire back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, and it's crazy because I guess when you have kids, and when you have multiple kids, you have no choice but to see either you or mama in those kids.
Yeah,
you're going to see, what's in those kids, and just being musical, or being entertaining, or being not being afraid of doing things, like a couple of my kids have no fear, and I know that came from me. You know what I mean? And they be musical. I be hearing one harmonizing over here and the other one beating on things, and I'm like, yeah, that came from me. Then you got the things that came from mama, that you see in a few of them, too. So it's like yeah, man, and it's I just try to get it while it's young, man, and try to hone in on it and catch it young. Like you say, man, we had talents that our parents just was either too busy to see, or just wasn't around to see.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So it's like just got to take advantage of building those bridges.
Or they didn't really know how to develop them. You know what I mean?
Or didn't know how to develop them. You know what I mean? So So I just try to get in and get down with the kids, and I try to figure out what them talents is early. Like my son, I tell him, man, it's whatever you got, what's in you, it's time to start masterminding on how you're gonna get there the easiest possible route. Not saying that the work gonna be easy, but less struggle, less strife, less pain, less heartbreak, less disappointment. You know what I'm saying? It's time to start masterminding that. You about to go on 16. Real life coming in 2 years.
It is.
So same thing with my daughter. Like I told you, real life coming in 2 years.
It's coming,
y'all going to these college campuses, y'all gonna be on your own. For to a degree.
Yeah.
So
you gonna have to make some choices.
You got to make some choices, and you're gonna have to get with your know what you got, and know that's for you, and can't give up on it. Can't let nobody blindside you. Can't let nobody detour you or nothing like that, man. Because that's what's wrong with a lot of people too. They're not strong enough they're not strong enough to fight off all those detours in life. You know,
pitfalls
and things like that. In relationships, relationships is another thing, man. What a lot of people don't understand, man, relationships will in most cases will put a will stifle your dreams if you don't kind of already have it planned out, structured in order of how you're going to attain it. You know, because I honestly believe, and I get it, the world has a fornication problem. The world has a real problem with hypersexuality and having sex before marriage. For those who feel like marriage is where they want to be, you know, too much experience is coming before marriage. Now with these relationships, though, people are getting into these relationships, and this is the problem with so many people getting into relationships young. Well, if you want to go to college, I need you to focus your all on college. You know, I tell young dudes, you 17, 18 years old, if you know you want to be a rapper, if you know you want to be a movie star, if you know you want to be an artist, from the ages of when you graduate from high school, from 17, 18, for the next 10 years, you need to give that focus all to your career.
You got to be dedicated to that.
You got to be dedicated to that. Why? You get to jumping in these relationships, whether you chasing trades or whether you trying to build your own business, there can be absolutely nothing that stands in the way of you achieving those. And what happens is people get into relationships, right? And then you find out you be in relationships with people. Obviously, y'all both young, y'all both inexperienced. Y'all both have this bad, screwed up ideology of what a relationship is because y'all both grew up in this age now of social media where all this stuff is superficial, it's fake. The perception of relationships is all screwed up. So what happens is you fall in love as a man trying to make her happy. And guess what happens? You put everything else on the back burner. Every dream that you wanted to chase, you forget about it now because you so stuck on trying to keep her in your life. You so stuck on trying to make her happy. You so stuck on trying to make sure she don't leave that you don't give your all to what you need to be giving your all to. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing for her. You know, you have all these dreams and ambitions, and I get it. You know, we have this ideology of, well, we can get with each other, we can build, and we can build, and we can build, and we can build. I understand that too, but I think before you need to worry about trying to build something with somebody, you got to make sure you have a foundation, and that's something you need to achieve while you're single, while you're by yourself. You need to have a solid foundation by yourself. So if you don't be in a relationship with somebody, you still can take care of yourself. That's the problem with people. They don't have a solid foundation by themselves, which means they don't have a solid trade, they don't have a degree, they don't have a solid career move, or they don't have a solid whatever job or whatever that is. They don't have it.
That's true.
They don't have it by themselves. And then you get older in life, and now you're 27, 28 years old, and now you working from the mind of a scarce person who has to depend on being with somebody else. We should just want to be with somebody else. We shouldn't have to depend on being with somebody else.
To upkeep your lifestyle, you saying?
To upkeep your life. So everybody needs to be working on something that they can have as a solid foundation that no matter rain, sleet, or snow, single or not, I got something to upkeep my life. You know what I'm saying? Not saying it's going to be the grandest life. Some of y'all might get to make a lot of money when you're young. Some of y'all may make, some pretty decent, substantial money, but you can hold your own. No matter what. Now you're not operating from the fact that I got to hurry up and find some dude and he got to be balling. He got to have a good job because I'm tired of being broke. A woman should want to operate from that. I'm tired of being broke. Because guess what? You're going to start to do, I'm tired of being broke things. You see what I'm saying? And we all know what I'm tired of being broke things are. You know, a young man shouldn't be operating from I'm tired of being broke, because you're gonna start to doing I'm tired of being broke things, which 9 times out of 10 gonna land us in prison or dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So and get in these relationships, so it's cool, you know, but when most people get into these relationships super early, they lack focus.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna be honest, that's what happened to me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Got into a relationship at 19 and was more about trying to make sure the relationship was number one and make sure my relationship was healthy, make sure I wasn't trying to lose my girl, and I totally just forgot about everything else that I had my mind on when I was single. It was all about trying to make sure my wife was intact. Well, guess what? You know what I'm saying? Like 5-10 years passing by now. You know what I'm saying? When I should have been focused
on the grind.
On the grind.
Yeah.
But in actuality, I was trying to lock her down because I knew it was like I need to make sure my girl here, because if I let her go or if I let her walk, 9 times out of 10, these girls don't wait long. They're gonna come into some other niggas, man.
Yeah, they're gonna get scooped up.
They're gonna get scooped up.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna get played with. And then I'm gonna look at it different. You feel what I'm saying? So it was a lot of my fault, man, because I'm not gonna lie. Don't get it twisted. Even though I was hustling hand over fist making money, but I knew that stuff wasn't gonna last forever because my heart wasn't in it.
Yes.
My heart wasn't in it, and I know my freedom could be taken away from me. So that was a whole different, you know what I'm saying? But I lost focus on trying to get those. Put like this, I lost focus on trying to achieve those things that nobody could take from me. You know what I'm saying? So, and we all need to get something that somebody can't take from us.
Yeah.
We all need to. All young people need to get a trade. That's like they say, the skills that pay the bills that somebody cannot take from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
So if you good with your hands, you know, if you're a barber, esthetician, or whatever like that, make sure you get that license. Nobody can take that from you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Go fall on that.
You can always fall on that. Go be a licensed plumber. You know what I'm saying? Go be a licensed carpenter. You know, go be a electrician if you want to. You know what I'm saying? Start you. I don't care if it's a lawn business. Go and get your money, stack your stuff up, get you 3 or 4 lawnmowers and whatever. Yeah. Nobody can take that from you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so get something that somebody can't take from you, because I mean, yes, degrees are beautiful, and I get it. Degrees are beautiful, but especially with our black people, we get degrees and we don't have an economic community to bring them back to.
Yeah,
we don't have our own communities. Yes, we have a lot of black neighborhoods, but we don't have black communities.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
That's a big difference. We don't have black communities. We have a lot of black neighborhoods. We don't have black hospitals. We don't really have black banks. We don't really have our black-owned school districts. So all our degrees that we get, we don't have a community to bring them back to. And we have to steal 90 to 95% of our black graduates from college still have white paycheck writers.
Yeah.
And that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because what if we have a white uprising? Who you think they coming after first?
It ain't gonna be other white people. Yeah.
Yep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we don't have no community. You know what I'm saying? We just have a bunch of people who got degrees. And some of them are seeing what those degrees, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So but long story short, man, like I said, I tell people to reevaluate getting into those real serious relationships young. You need to. It's just like I told my son, man. You want to go to the NFL? He said, "Yeah." You want to go? That means you go to college. You're 18. That means you play 1 year of college. This is the thing. You can play 1 year of college, and you can be so dynamic. Your freshman year, that comes sophomore year, they want you, and they want you number one.
You on the radar already. Yep.
You're on the radar already. Mm-hmm. You can put a sophomore year in. And you become so dynamic. So that means from sophomore year to senior year, you can go enter.
Yep.
You can go enter. You know?
Yep.
And from the moment you enter that league, the first 10 years of your league, God grants you healthy 10 years. You do not need to be worried about a relationship. You need to be worried about giving that league everything you got. Because within the first 5 years, it's where you're going to see what kind of money you're going to be making. Mm-hmm. See what that next contract going to be like.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? Yep. So you don't need nothing in your way blindsiding you from being about your money. Why? Because if you go put in 10 to 12 years or 10 to 15 years or whatever, after that 10-year mark that you got invested, then you can start working on a relationship.
Yeah.
You understand? Then you can start worrying about finding the love of your life. I'm not saying that you can't meet and greet and hang out and do all that other stuff in between, but you don't need to worry about nothing serious.
Yeah. Yep.
You don't need to worry about nothing serious.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah. Yep.
Or I would prefer you to go ahead and have something serious before you get there.
Yeah. And
I need you to be a faithful man when you get in that league on out, because you know it's a bunch of scavengers out there looking for a paycheck. You know what I'm saying? So
you really got to evaluate yourself.
You really got to evaluate yourself, and you really got to stay focused. You can't lose focus.
Because like you said, you know, if he was to get with somebody before he made the league, then you make the league, it's going to be a whole bunch of, what you say, scavengers. So it's going to be a whole bunch